Welcome back, everyone. We've got Bitcoin setting at $70,900, trying to break through those all-time highs. We also have the SPY setting at a new all-time high, as well as the Qs. So, what does this mean for the stock market? Which direction is this stock market going to go? Can this bull run continue? So we will discuss that, and we will also discuss what stocks and sectors you can look to be in to outperform the markets over the next 1 to 2 years. And then we will get into some crypto and altcoins because it looks like altcoin season is about to begin. So if that sounds good to you, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more, and let's get started. All right, guys, what is leading these markets higher? Well, obviously, we know the Mag 7 and AI is all the rage, and NVIDIA now hit a $3 trillion market cap on the back of that AI boom. They also just surpassed Apple. So NVIDIA is looking very strong, and it just continues to run. This morning it is falling a little bit, but it is sitting at 1197. I saw some other price targets for NVIDIA, and I've heard, some crazy numbers before, but I did see that something like 1,500 $1,500 possibly could be reached coming up in the near term. So that would be good. Yeah, honestly, I would not try to fight this. I've tried shorting this before. Not a good idea. Don't try to short a bull market. What other markets can we look at? We've got the Asia stocks rise as the EBC appears to set to cut rates and softer labor markets fuels the hopes that the Feds may do the same. So that would be good. We know if the rates come down, well, that is good for certain markets and risk assets. What markets may outperform? Well, this particular sector here is interesting. I was doing a little bit of research last night, and I heard that the emerging market bonds may actually outperform the US bonds. And that is because no one really seems to be wanting to buy US bonds right now. TLT is starting to see a little bounce, but uh, yeah, China and Russia, obviously the eastern part of the world is not looking to buy bonds, US bonds. So some of these bonds in these emerging markets are look like they're at a good level where you could purchase as a long-term investment to gain superior performance. This market here has been basing off for a long time, and it is finally just starting to break out of that basing formation and putting in a series of higher lows. As a momentum trader, I like to try to get in whenever I see this third touch of this upwards sloping trend line. So, yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm eyeing this because I was thinking about whether I wanted to position a portion of my portfolio in treasuries, particularly TLT. And it's always good to have some portion of your portfolio in a safer area. It used to be 60-40 bonds. That did not work out very well during the bull run last time for a lot of people. They got a lot of underperformance. So I think that is still a strategy you can use. It's just you have to determine what your risk tolerance are. So obviously this stuff like this is less risk, but whenever you see something like this that could really do well in times when the stock market falls, well, you could get superior performance, and I would expect that a lot of these bonds will do that in the next couple of years whenever we do see this next market top. We also have the HSI saying 18,366, getting a little bounce here. The RSI's has reset, so it looks like these markets may want to move higher. We also have BABA getting a little bounce, as well as the stochastic RSI just getting a golden cross, so we could see a nice little bounce here for BABA. We got SLV, the silver miners. Gold and silver have been looking pretty strong. Seen a little pullback here over the last few days, but I suspect that these precious metals will go much higher as we climb that wall of worry and people begin to become more fearful of the markets. We also have the stochastic RSI just putting in a golden cross, and we are seeing a little bounce. We've got a little island reversal here, and we also are putting in that series of higher lows and higher highs. So are we in a bull market? Well, 3 market breadth indicators confirm that we are. And this article is a couple weeks old now, but market breadth has been improving. You're starting to see a lot of these other stocks and sectors run as the big caps continue to rise as well. Some aren't doing as well as others now, as we know, but this market's been mainly led by the Mag 7, and it looks like people are starting to rotate out of some of those bigger stocks into some of these other markets to gain superior performance. Another sector we can look at is the IWM. The IWM has this little inverse head and shoulders pattern, plus it is putting in a series of higher lows and higher highs and moving up today to 204.45. Also, the RSIs have reset here. And a couple other stocks are these crypto miners, Mara. Seen a little bounce here at 21.21 this morning. Again, series higher lows, higher highs, and it just broke out of this down sloping trend, which has acted as support. So we should see this go back up into the range here around 25 to $28. It could possibly go a lot higher than that, and obviously this depends on a lot on the Bitcoin price, but I do suspect that Bitcoin is going to break those all-time highs here very soon. Another stock is Riot, sitting at 983, and this is another Bitcoin miner. Again, we just put in that golden cross, so this one could really start to take off and begin to run a little bit more here. If we just zoom out a little bit on this chart here, you can see where this has been before. I know I've got lines all over this chart, but we had this previous downsloping trend. When we broke out of that, we saw a bounce. We also have our upsloping trends, and we've got an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So if this breaks out of here, well, we could see Mara going to around $17 to $18. So that would be a nice about almost 100% return. You know, you could see 70, 80, 90% return on this stock here in the short term. Any of these small cap stocks that I mentioned here, such as these to me are more of a swing trade. I know day traders will be all over this. Um, I am more of an investor and swing trader than I am other than a day trader. I just don't like to sit behind a computer all day watching these charts. I try to find my positions uh, early in the morning, and then as I see those setups come into play, then I will take them. So this is one of those that could do really well over the next couple of weeks, and really throughout this bull run as we continue to see the Bitcoin price go higher. If you're interested in buying stocks, commodities, crypto, or ETFs, you can do so over on Robinhood. Right now, Robinhood is offering a 1% bonus when you transfer an outside brokerage account to Robinhood. They also offer 8 times the national savings rate. Robinhood allows you to begin building your portfolio starting with as little as $1, and they allow you to trade commission free. They also offer crypto such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, and many more. And you can also buy gold on Robinhood. So yeah, what I like about Robinhood really is that they allow you to buy fractional shares. So say you want a stock like Nvidia that's over $1,000 and you only have $10, well, you could do so on Robinhood by buying fractional shares. If you're interested, you can click the link down below. All right, guys, let's get into crypto. So this was just posted this morning. VanEck predicts Ethereum could reach $22,000 by 2030. That is very bullish. And that is about a 6x from where we currently are. So let's take a look at the Ethereum chart. We had this bull pennant and we have broke out of that like we saw on the Bitcoin chart. Ethereum setting at 38.36 this morning. RSI is just put in that golden cross, and it looks like Ethereum is about to go retest the top side of this range. Could Ethereum see a pullback here? Yes. But I think it's more likely that we go to the top side of this range, as we know that we have the spot Ethereum ETFs being pulled up very quickly, and those could be approved here in the US to begin trading very soon. So that's very bullish for Ethereum. If that were to happen, I suspect that you would see Ethereum possibly break out of this range and maybe flip this upper level into support. But if we do see a little bit more of a pullback in the markets and Bitcoin, well, we could see Ethereum come back down to some of these mid levels here around $3,500. If we got back down around $3,200, well, I would be buying that all day. We also have the RSIs just putting in a golden cross, so that is bullish for Ethereum. Solana setting at 172, and this one is looking bullish as well. Solana is one of the top altcoins in my books, and in many people's opinions, I think Solana will do very well this crypto cycle. And if we zoom out here just a little bit, you could see Solana going up to, well, first of all, we'll have to break through the $200 level. I think we will be there really soon, but I do think that the next stop is around that 230 to $240 range. We have Chainlink sitting at 1735, and Chainlink is another one of those projects that I really like, and I think will do very well as well. I think we will probably to continue to range sideways here in this purple box for a while. It just really depends on the Bitcoin price, how fast Bitcoin really wants to run. But we do have the RSIs coming back down once again and retesting that lower area. And really, almost all of these altcoins, the reason I say altcoin season is about to get started is if you zoom out and look at the weekly charts. And I'm going to have to reload this, guys. 1 second. Hang with me here. And we will get this reloaded. But a lot of these altcoin charts are showing the same pattern here on the weekly chart. And that is the RSIs have been at the bottom side of that range and are moving up. So that is very bullish for a lot of these altcoins. We have AVAX finally breaking out of this downward sloping trend, just sitting right there. I think this is a great spot entry for any of y'all out there who have not got in on any of these altcoins yet. And want to catch the last part of this bull run over the next 12 to 18 months. AVAX, I think, will do very well whenever the gaming narrative really starts to kick off, which I believe is coming this summer. And a lot of people think that gaming will be the next big narrative in crypto. So you could see AVAX go back up and into this box, setting around 52.27 to $57. All right, guys, if you're interested in buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, Chainlink, and many more, you can do so over on iTrust. I use iTrust Capital. They allow you to buy, sell, and trade crypto, gold, and silver 24/7 with a low cost and no monthly fee. They also have over 4,500 plus 5-star reviews on Google, and they have a great customer service and support. Whenever I set up my account, I was actually able to call these guys and talk to them, so that was very helpful. If you're interested, there is a link down below. Also, guys, don't forget to follow me over at Mind of Financier on Twitter, or X as they call it these days, and I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, so you can follow me there. I post anything that has to do with the markets, whether it's good or bad, stocks, commodities, and crypto. That is mainly what I trade. So anything I see, I'll post over there. That is the best way to get the latest information. Also, I wanted to mention, I mentioned this on yesterday's show. I did put in a trade on Philcoin. It is setting at 6004. So it's broken out of this downward sloping trend, just like we've seen with a lot of these altcoins, and we know what that means. That means that it's a great place to get in on something like this. Plus, we have this upwards sloping trend line, um, maintaining support here. And I did so over on Prime XBT. Um, if you want to trade the US stock market, um, commodities, Forex, or crypto, you can do so over on Prime XBT. With the crypto futures, you can use a margin account and use leverage. I don't recommend that just anybody uses leverage. You really have to know what you're doing here if you're going to try and do something like this. And obviously, I don't recommend high leverage, especially in the crypto market. Just makes no sense. But I don't see any harm if you can get a good entry, put your stop losses in, and use maybe something like a 2 to 3x leverage just to help build your portfolio. If you're just getting started, that's a good way to really build up an account. But again, you need to be very careful. There is also a link down below for Prime XBT. And today is Thursday. We are almost to the weekend. I know a lot of you will be excited about that. All right, guys, I hope you all have a great day. And until next time, take care, be legendary,